Hello, hello. Welcome back. My name is Victor Moonlit, and today we will be continuing from last stream on Thursday. I did go back and clean up the line art, fix the colors, everything like that, just minor changes. Not anything major, just the necessary cleanup. And today I will be finishing that Twitch emote, and then if I have time, as requested from last time, I would like to draw the previously requested kettle emote. God, I gotta get better at intros. Oh my god. I will be getting better at intros in the future. But for now, I did have some issues last time with setting up my art program, so I have a background. It might take a moment from the next screen to get that working. Bear with me, it'll be like 30 seconds. Let's go. Okay, here I am. For some reason it does not work unless I open this on stream. I don't know why. It's weird. Is this working? Please tell me this is working. God. Okay. There we go. Now it's working. I don't know why this needs to be so difficult. Here is the previous progress of what I got done last stream. As you can see, things are a little bit cleaned up. It's still... I wasn't able to do the most. It is still messy in places, but that is okay. That is okay. Doesn't need to be perfect, especially since it's gonna display like this at maximum, and it looks pretty clean. Looks pretty clean to me. So let's just get started. I have, of course, the color, the shading. What I will be focusing on today is the highlights and shading. That is my goal. I have a little bit here, you can see on the heart, everything like that, but that's all I've got right now. I fixed up the eyes a little bit only because I started that last time. So, pretty much a blank canvas. So let's just get started, see how it goes. Let me lower the size real quick. Okay. First, what I want to do is sort of like the highlights of the hair, which I've been practicing on. I wouldn't say I'm particularly great at it, but it's been something I've been trying to work on, and I think it's been probably the most improvement I've had out of anything. Has definitely been the highlights. I just kind of like scribble along. That's too neat. And then on the side as well. Yeah, okay. Right here should be fine. And then I just add all these highlights like this. I did also, I now have a bot in the chat to hopefully prevent some of the scam links that ended up being posted last time. I am learning a lot about the kind of bot economy here. Very, very different than what I'm used to, I would say. In the past, personally, my social media is like Tumblr for personal use, and that's like it. And on Tumblr, we've had a bot problem for a long time. I said that last stream as well when I was doing this. We've had a bot problem. Oh my god, let me just... I didn't fix everything. It's okay. It's okay. We fix things as we go along. Let's see. There we go. It will be still a lot of fixing things that I didn't get to fix last time, but you know, that is just because it bothers me a little bit. I tried my best. Tried my best and get the most done, but on Tumblr, the bot problem is, I've recently had a couple of like, in the comments, like, oh my god, do you do commissions? Bots, right? Really, really obvious. They're always so obvious, but the problem is mostly with the porn bots, but they're also really, really obvious that they're bots. It's like, it's such a problem, they won't, like, the site staff don't really do much about it. So it's just kind of like a little inside joke, and once in a while, they'll actually comment on a post that's like relevant, and people in the comments will go like, you go Chloe, you're exactly who we're talking about, and like kind of like hype them up. The bots here and on Twitter are very strange because a lot of it is like, fucking like, DM me and we'll get you more like interactions. Is that even? No, that's too low. You know what? You know what? There's a little thing I can do called, I just move it. Problem solved, problem solved. Let me see. I'm trying to, and then I can just like fix the rest. Is that even? Oh my god. I'm so bad at terming this. Yeah. Yeah, sure. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. A lot of the bots are sort of like, oh yeah, like DM me, I'll get you like interactions, things like that. Like, they probably run, like, my guess is that that kind of spammer runs sort of like the bot network. Like, you pay them and they give you bots, you know, like dead internet theory, really, really, showing off here, you know. But, it's less interesting, you know? At least the bots on Tumblr are like Chloe trying to sell you whole. These are like, they're so uninspired. I don't know how to explain it. Yeah, that's shiny alright, that's shiny alright. I'm gonna go back in with a larger brush, smaller opacity. And I'm just, oh, that's way too bright. Try to do this really. Does that help? I think so. Kind of like widen the area of the highlights. Is that good? This is like a new thing I'm trying. Yeah, especially since it's gonna be like all small. It is an emote. I think this works out quite well, if I may say so. Yeah, I think that looks pretty good, actually. Alright. And then we just, for the highlights up here, I cannot do this at 100 opacity. It makes it way too bright, way too bright. I'm thinking just sort of like framing the face a little bit for the hair highlights. And plus up here is like, because the light's gonna come down, like, from the top and from the front, I'm thinking. I don't know, I feel like that's like the default light. I can kind of do this and I can just like erase, see what works, you know. Yeah, that's, I'm not great at doing highlights like at all. Is that good? I don't know. I'm gonna do some from the top here to kind of frame all that out. Is that good? Yeah, it looks fine. That looks pretty alright. I feel like every time I shade, I just kind of like, I fuck around. I see what works, what doesn't work. Like I do end up looking at each piece of my art afterwards to sort of see, like, you know, what's working good, what isn't really working, you know, all of that, all of that. And I think, for the most part, it's kind of, yeah, kind of not. I was trying to do, the sort of like, oh yeah, I'm live, come join me sort of comment, but I mean, the entire time I've had my account, I think Twitter's the spammer, which is like, damn. You know, not my intention. But I'm thinking, like, fuck, I should have waited a bit longer to sort of, like, figure all that out. But, you know. Oh. I think I save too often by, like, reflex, because, like, it gives me a lot of errors where it's like, oh yeah, we can't save it. It's like, oh no, I didn't even realize I was saving it, oh no. Okay, that's a new one for highlights, but it's not like the worst, especially since I need to think, like, what's gonna look good from a distance. And oh, from a distance actually looks kind of good. Okay, let me try to frame more of the face then. And then the back is going to be, of course, the shadows. You know how it is. I think originally I just, like, looked on Pinterest and I'm like, what are other people doing for their highlights? I copied it one time and I'm like, oh, that looks like really, really good. And I should do that more with various references for, like, practice. I haven't had that time recently, but it worked out really, really well. God, okay. Yeah. That looks good. I think that looks really good. I will go in with a smaller brush. Sort of. Larger opacity. And my goal is kind of like, because I'm not too good at splitting up the hair into sections, you can kind of see this is all like, you've one big chunk on each side. And so my goal is sort of like, first of all, like, learning how to do that, but I like to add a sort of line in the middle, try to, like, at least separate it into two parts, and then I can sort of shade each part. Hi, welcome, welcome in. I didn't even notice you come in, oh my god. Welcome in. I am finishing the emote from last time. I have no idea how much you heard. I was kind of just, like, rambling to myself, because, you know, I just started. Hello, hello. I did add the bot. Oh yeah, I adjusted, like, 2 of the settings. Okay, yeah. Fair enough. I don't know if you celebrate Easter, but I think today is Easter, so I hope that if you do celebrate it, that you had a good time, hopefully. Fingers crossed. I have been asked to visit family for Easter, and then it turned out that our schedules just did not mesh together. So it's like, yeah, next time. Oh, that's so fun! Oh my god, I hope it was tasty. What kind of ramen did you get? I'm so curious. Right now, I'm just gonna like, I'm so bad at separating the hair when I'm drawing it that I've just sort of gotten the technique, or I guess everything's kind of experimental, but I've been trying to like sort of separate the strands a little bit. That sounds so good. Miso is so good. Miso is so good. I ran out of miso paste like, I don't know, like 2 months ago, and I haven't picked up any more because I haven't been to the Chinese grocery store where, you know, they sell it. And it's been like, damn, I should go back for more miso paste. I miss it. I miss it. Because I love, especially when I have extra tofu in the house, I love miso soup. It's so good. I usually make it the way that's kind of like an affront to everything, where I just make it with a kettle. Not the most elegant way, but like it works. It's quick, it's easy, and it's liquid. And I never get in enough liquid. That sounds so good. Oh my god. I hope y'all had fun. Okay, this is looks fine, I guess. And once I got this line down, I can kind of like finish shading from that. I have a sort of slightly increased view from last time, sort of like, you know, hashtag learning. I tried posting fucking oh my god, I'm live right now tweet, and then Twitter was like, I think Twitter thinks I'm a spammer right now. Oh my god. That's so exciting. What did y'all do at the fur meet? Was it like just talking, or was there any like activities there? I'm really curious. Just gonna yeah, that looks pretty good to me. I think already it's sort of fleshing it out a lot better than it was when I started. If I can get the lines straight. Karaoke and sketchbook swap and just general hanging out. That's so fun! Oh my god, that's exciting. I'm glad you've had an exciting weekend. It makes sense to be tired. Hopefully this can be a place where you can sort of just rest for a bit. I hope it's restful. I really, really hope this can be a place you can rest a little bit. If you want, maybe draw with me, but no pressure, especially if you're tired. I'm just happy that you're here again. Okay. Yeah. And then the bottom is really what I haven't figured out how to like separate it. I've been like I can sort of like increase its little lines, but in terms of how to separate the bottom, I feel like I'm so stumped. It's all just really practice. Try to figure out what needs to be done, but oh my god. This one has the earring, so it's like harder to, but I think this time I'll sort of add this and see if that okay, doesn't look that bad. Oh, that's exciting. Oh my god, that means we can draw together. Oh my god. Co-working stream part 2. Co-working stream, the sequel, the re-happening. Yeah, I don't have a name. I don't have a name for this. you know, co-working stream part 2, and that's what matters. That's really all that matters. This is kind of on a low opacity, so I can like build it up. Hairline is something I've been working on because like it looks very empty if I don't add anything to the hairline, but it also looks kind of weird no matter what I do. So everything is just I gotta practice. Yeah, that's let's see, let me, remove that. You know what? That added a lot. Okay. I'm just gonna darken this a little bit more. It's a sort of a small brush. Yeah, you know what? That's not... I'm gonna erase a little bit of that. And then it's like, I don't know, textured or something. Just kind of erase, put back, erase, put back until it looks good. I don't have any, like, techniques. I'm just vibing. I'm just seeing how it goes. Sure. We'll go with that. Let me just sort of shade underneath. Before you got here, what I was saying was, I'm gonna, of course, finish this like I promised I would do this weekend. I said if I could, I would, and I ended up being able to, so I'm very happy about that. But as well, if I have the time and energy, I'd like to at least start the sort of like kettle emote y'all wanted. Even if it never gets used. Like, I think for the bit, right? For the bit. I was actually looking earlier to try to see. I was scrubbing through the previous VOD a little bit, just trying to see what clips I could get out of it. If there was like, I wasn't like expecting anything, but at the very least I was looking for like the sort of kettle saga, see if it's like interesting enough to post. And I didn't end up I ended up posting other clips today, like right before I got set up. But I was looking through that and I'm like, oh, you know what? I should probably give the people what they want. I should probably actually, like, it would be a fun idea to sort of do a kettle emote. So hopefully, fingers crossed. I mean, like, it hasn't even been like a month. It's been like 2.5 weeks. So it hasn't even been long enough to say, like, oh, I'm not like brand new at this. I am. So I think I have an excuse for not having as much stamina as I would like to have. You know how it is. Okay, that is... I've been thinking a lot about things I would like to do, but not really... I wasn't able to get much done the past couple days because I am out of my medication, and getting things done is like a living nightmare. But I've been doing pretty good today so far, so hopefully I get more done today. If not, it's only gonna be like a week. It is what it is. Not how the light was working. It's not the light working on my hair. Let me sort of like remove that. Get it on this side. And that would be a lot better. I don't really have a strategy for this. It's just whatever works, you know? I keep trying things out and I see like, how does it look this time? And I sort of like improve from that. It's very slow, but yeah, okay. Ooh, that's a lot more dimension. I'm very excited to actually have this done. Since I was originally planning for today or Thursday. Like Thursday, I wanted to have a drawing stream regardless of whether or not I could do it today. And I was thinking like, damn, I can't just have like 2 regular ass drawing and yapping streams. I need to have something else. So there's a site that's been going around Tumblr a lot recently where it's like you roleplay as AI and like humans give you responses, and you as the human replying back, you sort of have to you know, you're like drawing their requests, you're writing God, I was like testing it a little bit ago, and I wrote like some really bad Hitalia fan fiction. They would do things like that. Yeah, it's so fun. It's so fun. And I was thinking like, you know, I tried having a game stream last week, and I feel like I'm still a bit too nervous to succeed on that as much as I really want to. So I figured like, okay, just 1 game stream this week. If like when I'm able to do more, then of course, like if I have a free day where I need to figure something out, then yeah, of course I can do something else. But I figured I would try doing that for the Thursday stream this week. Is that... Yeah, that's really, really good for my abilities, I think. So I was thinking, like, yeah, that sounds really, really fun. I think that's what I'll do. So I'm really, really excited for that. I've tried it a little bit, especially since it gives you such a short time limit. The drawings get really silly because you don't have the time like this to sort of like, you know, put effort into it. It's just like whatever you can do, you do. Welcome people joining. I'm just I'm just finishing a little Twitch emote. Here's how it looks right now, doing all the shading, all the highlights, and then I would like to start another one when I'm done with this as well. Hopefully, fingers crossed. Shading is actually, I'm not that slow at shading and highlights, so hopefully, liner is really where it gets me, and like I cleaned up the liner somewhat. I cleaned it up enough, especially if this is for an emote, right? It's not cleaned up completely, but that's okay. I can clean up the rest after anyway if I really want to. That's way too dark. What the fuck? Okay, eraser tool. It's at 23% opacity. I didn't think it would be this bad. Little clean up here. Hair shading is, I'm still trying to learn how to do it. It's probably some of the most fun shading to me. It's so... It feels difficult to learn, but hopefully things are looking a little bit better and better as I keep going. Yeah, that's, let me turn that off. Sure. Okay, that's fine with me. Let me lower the opacity even further and get started on this side. Ta-da, ta-da. I also tried fixing some of the audio, so I'm really praying. But, you know, a lot of the improvements are like, I listen back to the VODs and I see, oh, how is the audio this time? So I've like no idea how I sound right now. There's so much delay when I try to listen to myself back that it's like I can't do it. I do it for like a little bit to make sure that I'm not muted. I like record before every time, sort of like testing to see if it works. But other than that, I'm like completely lost on how things sound. But I edited some values, so fingers crossed it's a lot better. Um, I also tried adding a noise gate, and then it ended up adding so much delay that it's like, I can't do this. I need to find another option. No. So it's very much testing, seeing what works. But yeah, I was trying a little bit out, just sort of like having fun on your AI slop bores me. And I think I really enjoy it. Um, it's gotten a lot quicker last time I did it versus the first couple times I tried it, because I tried it when it's like I was seeing posts about it everywhere, and it was kind of just like it's something, I guess. It was cool, but a lot of the time you're stuck in the just in prompt receiving hell for a while, and it's a lot faster now, so that's good. They also have background music, which only works half the time, so it's like, if I, hopefully I can like, maybe like screen record a little bit of the audio there and add that as the BGM for the stream instead of my usual BGM. But I don't know, I have a while. That's Thursday. I have a while to figure out what I'm doing with that, since all the highlights are kind of like close to the face. I'm trying to add the shadows away from the face. I think it looks kind of like 3D, I guess. I mean, I'm still trying to figure out how to do all this. I would consider myself an amateur at most, but yeah, that's looking so much better than when I started. I think it's turning out a little bit good. And you know, the eyes, the hair are kind of like the things that pop out at you, like the strongest visual things you're gonna see. So having that look good is important to me, if I can. So it's kind of what I want to try to make look good the most. And you know, I did the eyes last time. Yeah, that's okay. Okay. Let me go in with, let me brush smaller. I'll go in with a little bit of white. Oh my god, wait, the deadline just happened? Holy shit. That's clutch. Oh my god. I'm glad you were able to get that in. I hope, if it's like an art challenge that you're doing, is it like just for fun, or are there any like prizes or something? Like you get featured if you win or something? You really did the like college student deadline kind of shit. Just for fun. Okay. I've seen art challenges before where it's like, you know, like my favorite will be like server icon or something like that. And I've seen some where it's just kind of like just for fun, you don't really get anything sort of thing. This is just for the vibes. I've seen both, so I was curious. I'm thinking, does that... Okay, that's not straight, but that looks fine. I feel like I have an excuse if I can't do a straight line for the life of me. Okay, that's not... What the fuck? I may not be straight, but my lines should be. That's no excuse to not have a straight line. Okay, that's better. That's better. Okay. It's a lot better. Let's try on the other side as well. I hope my model isn't freaking out when I like lean in. Praying. Okay. That's too high. I can't. I'm trying so hard to get these lines to be straight even a little bit. A little bit lower. Okay. There we go. Please, please be straight. Please be straight. Please be straight. I am so praying. Yeah. Let's go. Even. Does that even look good? I don't know. It's kind of like... If I do more on the other side, it'll probably look better. Yay! OC art! That's always so fun! Is it the same guy as last stream that you're drawing? Or are you doing another OC? Cause like the guy that looked like Asterion, kind of. I really liked them. They looked really nice. So I'm curious. Okay. Does it look good? Oh. It's okay, sure. That's fine. I think that's fine. I don't know how to make the bottom really, like, shiny. What if I just kind of... Okay, yeah, I've got this. I've got this. I've got this. I've unlocked the secrets to art. I'm so good at this. Totally. Okay, oh my god. I don't even have my browser open. Let me just kind of... I'll check that in a minute. I mean, not like my browser is very slow to open. It's very, very, very fast to open, but you know. Okay, let me take a look. Okay, yay! Oh my god, the progress looks so good. I love the little belt shorts. That's very fun. Thank you for showing me. I'm so excited to see the progress on that. Okay, these highlights. Yeah, this has gotta be like my best work. The bar's on the floor for that, but see what happens when you believe in yourself. Okay. And then I don't really have a strategy for this. I'm just saying it looks good. That does not make it look better. Actually, it kind of did. Let me... I think the kids say that kind of ate. I just posted a fucking Unkin chopped short because I was watching back some of the VOD and that embarrassed me so much, and I'm like, you know what makes a good post? Immortalizing my embarrassment. So I should try not to have new slang because I just threw my pen at the mic. I hope that didn't make any noise. My hand slipped. But I do not want a repeat of that. I do not want to be immortalizing my recent embarrassments more than I have to. Okay, that is... no, that's bad. Yeah, okay. Let me just see if there's anything else for the hair. I think I'm gonna shade a little bit at the, bottom here. I'm gonna increase the opacity. Because the white is a lot stronger. Oh, it's because it didn't... That's why. There we go. I have no idea if it can show the sort of, like, menu for, when I, like, fucking eyedropper tool. When I use that, I have no idea if it shows the menu. I don't think it does. I don't know if I can, or if that has to be in my settings, or... You know, I probably should have tested more, but it was enough of a hassle to even get Krita to work. Because OBS really hates it. I tried switching graphics cards, because I have an integrated one and I have a dedicated one. Because by default, like, a bunch of things weren't working. And I found out, like, oh, it's using the Intel chip. Because I have an Intel CPU, and I have a NVIDIA 4050. That's what my tracking is on. It's on the NVIDIA 4050 on NVIDIA technology. I do not. I own an iPhone 8 Plus. It's not new enough to have that sort of like sweet Apple tracking, so I have to use NVIDIA tracking. But this program did not want to work at all, at all. Like I have to, once I'm in the OBS scene, I have to then open it separately before it'll show me it, and it's like, okay, that's weird. Anyway, but you know, if it works, it's working now, and that's kind of what matters. Okay, this is like the bottom of the face, so, oh, okay, there we go, bottom of the face, so, shading there, just sort of trying to follow the lines. Again, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, but it's a learning experience for everyone, I guess. It's fun to act like I'm teaching art when I actually don't know what the fuck I'm doing. How is that? Okay. Can I call the hair done? Can I call it done? No. Wait. Few more highlights, and then I can move on to other greater things. Oh shit, it's been like 40 minutes just on this hair. I'm not as fast as I think I am. I really thought I would be quick with this. Okay. Yeah, that's a lot. Okay. Yeah. I always think like, it's not gonna take that long, and then it takes a while. So, we'll see how long stream lasts. I did actually go back and sort of color pick the correct colors this time. So thank God, because last time was kind of a mess, kind of a nightmare. Opacity. Okay, that's a good color. Let me just hair shading. And then I can add a new layer because I'm way too organized. Skin shading. Like I'm just gonna merge this later. Yay! Yippee! Yippee! It's all good. Okay. And the skin shading is actually... the fuck? Did I disconnect from Ethernet, or does this hate me? Okay, hold on. I just need to check something because my, it just stopped showing me what it needs to show me on my phone. Please work, please work, please work. Okay, my phone's just being weird. Thank God. Okay. There we go. I stopped seeing the reflection on my phone, and I'm like, wait a minute, oh fuck, oh god. What if it just, like, stopped working? What if my internet stopped working? Because I would believe it, internet is not as good as you would expect when you live in a basement, but it's okay, it's okay. Yeah, I'm thinking, is that dark enough? I'm thinking a little bit darker. Yeah, just a little bit darker on the neck, and then, everything else can kind of sort of go lighter in a value from that. I like the neck shading to be the sort of darkest color, because, your head is big and heavy, and, also, it's a really good spot to sort of color pick from, if I may say so, So, it's kind of what I like to do is the darkest shading. Yeah, okay. I will adjust that a little bit later. And now I will turn down the opacity. Get to work. Okay. I'm not the happiest with how the nose is going, but I don't know. I tried a couple things and it wasn't working out. So it's like, you know what? You know what? This is how it is. This is how it is. Actually, do I want to adjust it? I can. Nothing's like stopping me. I'm gonna sort of... There we go. Sure, let's go with that. Does it look better? I don't know how I feel, but I definitely feel a little bit better from how it was a minute ago. So, I'll say that worked. I feel like I try something different with the nose every time, and I'm never that happy with it. But, you know, it's the fact that I'm trying different things that sort of matters the most. And then hopefully all this shading will add a lot more dimension, volume to the skin. This sounds like a mascara ad. Not my intention. Fucking shading the skin like it's 10 times the volume with new L'Oreal Color Blast mascara. Get those luscious lashes, get no clumps. That would be exhausting, doing all my commentary like that. Oh my god, oh my god, I never mentioned it before. I guess that's the sort of thing of, the sort of bonus of being new to streaming is that you have every single story that you've never fucking told. For a couple months, I was working in the cosmetics department of a drugstore. I was originally working as, you know, their sort of like retail merchandiser. And then the boutique manager came up to me personally and was like, Victor, I have an opportunity for you. I really like the work you do. I've been watching the entire front store merchandising department, trying to find the right person for the job because it's very meticulous, very like inventory focused work. How would you like to be the beauty merchandiser for the store? It's a position that only one person has. You'll have like more flexible hours. You'll have a lot more to do. And I'm like, fuck it, yeah, of course. And so I actually did work with all the mascara for a couple months. So I have L'Oreal in particular sells, oh my god, they have so many different varieties you would not believe. I don't know the difference between any of them. I don't wear mascara. I've tried it before. I think there was like a free sample. My family got in the mail and I just kind of took it. I just kind of like snatched it up when I was in high school. And I don't like the way it looks on me, so I don't use it. So I don't know the first thing about it. If I did use it, it would be like those blue ones. Because I know a bunch of companies sell them in blue. For some reason, like they sell them in like black, brown, and very occasionally blue. So like a purple, a burgundy. But for drugstore stuff, that's it. They don't really give you fun colors, which is very sad to me. But if I did buy one, it would be the blue one. Because of course. But of course, like the blue that they give you, let me just show you. I really need to like show you what color. It's not like you can see the sort of hair color here, and the mascara that they give you will be like, actually, it'll be like this. Oh, that did not work. There we go. Wrong layer. It'll be like this. It's like bright blue. What am I using this for? It's not even a nice blue. Who is buying this blue? Why can't they give you mascara in nicer colors? I feel like, God, I feel like makeup, they don't make enough makeup in fun colors. You have like a couple things where it's like fun eyeshadows and things like that, but for the most part, you're not really getting anything fun or interesting. It's just like all the mascaras come in black and brown. You know, we sell foundation, but like, it's not even like the proper shade for like most of the people who shop at this store. Like, we don't have most of your shades. It's like, all the eyeshadows are like, here's like some boring colors, and like you want fun colors in matte. Sorry, we don't sell that. It sucks. Eyeliner, I have a couple. I feel like I shouldn't be admitting this, but also, I have not been a teenager for quite a while. When I was a teenager, I actually used to shoplift a lot of makeup. And I still have a couple eyeliners from that. But, you know, probably not something I should be saying, but it's been long enough. It's been long enough. What are they gonna do about it? And I swear to God, like, eyeliners are so fun because you'll have huge sections of so many different colors. Absolutely, like, beautiful. That's where you get the variety, right? But, like, God forbid you want colored like anything else. I know there's some specialty brands that, like, will do it, but they're only, like, online, then you have to pay shipping. And, like, you know, in this economy, especially shipping is, like, I think I'm just biased towards buying things online because most things cost a lot, way more than you would want them to. I find if it's there's some countries where the shipping isn't that bad, but if it is from the UK or the US, the shipping kills you. Sometimes the shipping a lot of the time is way more than the price of whatever you bought to begin with. And that's where most of what you're gonna find is gonna be from like the US or the UK, and it sucks. Cause like, yeah, I would very much like to have nice things, but that shipping is too much. It's too much, especially nowadays. I haven't tried buying anything from the States for like over a year. I think the last thing I bought was like a headphone cable because even after shipping, it ended up being cheaper than just buying it in person because the cable was just so cheap, even though it came from the States. But like if I had to buy another cable nowadays, I could not even imagine how much it would cost. Too much. That's for another time though. That's for another time. But I did get to see all the sort of varieties of, like, pretty much varieties of everything that they had. And I will say, it's so boring. A lot of the varieties are so boring. You'll need to shake it up. I know that a lot of places have, like, very limited stock in what they can carry, but, like, even then, like, my God, y'all are not doing enough with the options. As you can tell, I'm very, very passionate about this, despite, I do actually wear makeup sometimes, and like, you know, I don't care what anyone else says, you know, I will be rocking a beard and makeup, like, it's just what I'll do, like, because it's fun, right? It's fun, and you get to look cool, and, a lot of what I have, like, I got in high school, and I still have. And then a lot of the fun stuff I have is actually from, Where I live is very nice because you get a lot of import products. Um, like, I've had lip products from like Elf and things like that, and like all the lip products I actually use, almost all of them, are actually from Korea because their lip stains are like really, really nice. I've tried the Elf lip stain, and it doesn't hit the same. It's like the formula's not it, the colors are not it. Whereas I go to the grocery store and I pick up something imported from Korea, and it will be like the most lovely sheen, lovely finish, lovely texture. So nice. Whereas like I get things here and it's not the same. I wish it was. I wish it was. We're missing out. Actually, oh wait, that's what I wanted to. Since I'm here, kind of want to adjust the where the okay. I kind of want to adjust the lip color a little bit. I want to make it more like skin, make it match better. I'm actually gonna do a little bit what I do on my own lips. Oh, oops, there we go. Hopefully that worked fine. Just kind of gonna. I saw, maybe like 7 years ago, it was a long time ago, I saw, sort of like a gradient lip, sort of thing, and ever since, that's what I've done, because I do it just one flat color, and I don't like the way it looks as much, and so it'll be darker in the middle, and then as you move out, it's just sort of a really, really nice fade. And that's what I vibe with. I really like it. Okay, that's... yeah, okay. I'm gonna erase some of that shading to sort of make the whole thing look smoother. You look better. This area does not need to be that dark. Your lips do not have that much shadow on them. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I mean, you can't really see it much, but there we go. There we go. I think that's good. Okay. Face shading from here. Right. The hairline. Should I put shading on where the heart is? Actually, this is my 30-second hydration. I yapped so much that my tea got cold. Hydrate or die straight, as they say. I've never heard anyone say that. But I've... normally I would think, like, oh, that's funny. We should be saying that. That's really funny. But I feel like there's a lot of people that, like, will just stop drinking water if they hear that. I feel like there's too many people, like the kind of doesn't wash their ass in the shower kind of guy. Although, you know what, actually, you know, I think let them. I think we should say that more often. Sure. Fuck it. Hydrate or die straight. I feel like, oh my god. Speaking of ideas, I feel like I should do something for hydration sometime. I've seen people have like this sort of like hydration channel point redeem. I think that could be fun if I had like a little graphic to go with it. I feel like sometime I should make a sort of hydration graphic. Just something I can kind of like pop on, especially if I'm like already having to hydrate several times a stream. And then if someone pops in as I'm hydrating, it sort of like it makes it more understandable for like, why am I muted for like 20 seconds? And it's like, yeah, I'm taking a sip, I'm hydrating, I'm doing my part. So that is an idea that hopefully I will remember. Progress on updates has been rather slow, but it's been happening, and that's kind of what matters most, I think. Um, Even though it doesn't seem like much, I have been working behind the scenes all the time to try to fix things, improve things, make it a little bit better. So I'm really hopeful that my efforts are coming through at least a little bit. And even if they don't, I mean, eventually it'll add up and it'll be a big difference. A bunch of little differences make a big difference, you know. I'm thinking about like, what would I even do for like a little hydrate thing? I'm thinking like water emoji kind of thing seems too sexual. And like, not that that's a bad thing, but like, you're gonna look at it and you're not gonna think like, oh, he's drinking water, you know? Um, like, I think it's good in general, but it gives off the wrong kind of vibe. Um, it's like, I am fine. I am absolutely fine with having that vibe, just not when I'm drinking water. Like I'm drinking water. I actually have a cup of water this time. Have I drank it at all? No. No, I'm drinking tea. And I did actually take the kettle off the heat this time. I did remember to do that. Which I did not, last time. Okay, it's been an hour. You know, my goal right now is kind of like, I want to at least start the kettle emote. And then am I gonna finish it on stream? I don't fucking know, probably not. But at least starting it is a good idea to me. Okay, the sort of insides are darker. And I really want to affect that. There we go, there we go, there we go. This is not... I mean, this wasn't what I wanted to do right now, but sure. I was just gonna like work on the skin shading, then I'm like, wait a minute. I can just do this. I can shade a little bit of the sweater right now, so guess we're shading a little bit of the sweater right now. Actually, the drawing tablet I have, it's a big ass fucking thing. I don't have one of the tiny ones. It's fairly large. It's actually, hold on. I'm curious. I have like an 18-inch laptop, right? It's gonna freak out my, if I do it that way. My drawing tablet is a little bit larger than my laptop screen. And I have a very big laptop. So I don't have, like, I have desk room, but, like, to the side, you know? Like, I can't stream and do that when I have the light on my face. Hopefully, eventually I'll have an update to fix that. But, as it is right now, it's kind of one or the other. So I just kind of have it perched on my lap right now. Which is kind of what I do these days nowadays. I cannot use inches for the life of me, but the drawing tablet's probably like... Let me take a look, I'm curious. 20 inches? 19 or 20 inches. Diagonal, I think this drawing tablet is. Oh, okay, can actually show the tools symbol. Okay, good to know, good to know. Learning a lot. I was thinking like, do I do the shading under the heart or do I not even bother? I think so. I think that's a pretty good vibe. It would look too empty if I... Oh yeah, that looks good. That looks good. That looks good. Okay, shading under the heart is... I'll actually do more shading under the heart because it's big and heavy. It looks really, really good. Oh my god. Okay. Oh my god. Let's go. Okay, the line over there is kind of fucked. I didn't fix that. Oh, okay. Well. Looks really good. It looks really good. I'm actually... I'm actually a little bit worried for time now. With the whole plans I had, but that is okay. That is okay. It's okay. If anything, it's better to make this look really good, and yeah, it's looking good, I think. Okay. Plus, since it's a little further away from the body, it should be... This is not like proper heart shape, but like, fuck it, we ball. It's working out fine enough. Yeah, okay. Whew. Okay, that's a lot of shading on that, and that works really good. Oh, I forgot in the liner. Let's go back to line art, because I totally forgot something, because honestly, it's more amazing that I only forgot one small thing than anything else. I am like the king of forgetting details of myself. You would think I would remember them all. And that's not a sign that there's too many little details. I think it looks absolutely fine. It actually makes it look really good. It's a sign I can't remember things for shit. Okay. Yeah, that's gonna make it a lot better. Sorry about if you heard the mic. Okay. Feedback. Okay, we're good. I totally forgot, the little sweater cuffs. It looks so much better with the cuffs. I knew it was missing something, but I was thinking, like, I can't quite think about what it is. Oh no, what am I missing? So it's a little too thick. There we go. And then I can go back and sort of add all the extra shading onto each of the little knit things. I don't know if this is a name. I don't know if there's a word for it. Hopefully. Okay. It's pretty good. I will take that, go back to the shading. I need a little bit of shading at the base, not too much. But just a little bit, just to make it more 3D, more very, very clear that they are connected in a 3D space. And then after each one, it's a little too light, but that's okay. Just go back again. It's nice that this is like a emote thick liner because I can go a little more cartoony on the shading, which I really like. I'm really vibing with that. It's a lot easier, I would say, go. Oh, and up top here might be a good idea too. I think it's really, really coming together. It's a shame this is gonna have to go back in purgatory, but what can you do? What can you do? Okay. If anything, it's more motivation to keep doing things. I mean, I'm already plenty motivated, but if anything, it's more motivation. 'Cause now I have so much hard work that needs to be rectified. Okay, this needs a little... I need to get out of emote purgatory as fast as I can. Sort of actually use the emotes. Okay, that's... Oh, and then over here. Then back here. Yes. Okay, it's really coming along. It looks so much better. I should fix the stars, but it's fine. It's fine. It doesn't need to be perfect. Oh my god. Wait. I mean, if you think it's good and you have extra emote slots and you want me to upload it in your server, like, you know what? I will. If you want me to say the word, I will. So it's not permanently in purgatory. Thank you so much. Thank you for the offer. That's really sweet. Okay. I did not finish the skin shading, like, at all. Okay, yay, that's good, that's good, that's good. I will actually do that then. Thank you. I hope it gets at least a little bit of good use. Hopefully, fingers crossed, praying. Okay, I'm just kind of doing like the general shading first, and I'm gonna turn the opacity down. And the inside of the ears, I always like to make a different color. Because, you know, sort of like reflect how it is. I just realized I never actually finished over here. I can do that in a moment. I'm like, what am I not doing now that I was supposed to do? The fucking face shading I was supposed to do, that's pretty important. It is pretty important. Okay. Oh, okay. Especially since the line art is kind of thin, I should probably focus on, or pretty thick. I should focus on like thicker, shading. Hopefully. Yeah. Okay. Looks pretty. All right. It's really coming together, I think. Okay. Yeah, it's coming together. Then the face shading. Okay. Okay, thinking of what I need to do more for the shading. A little bit on the heart. Highlights around the face. Highlights on the sweater if I even have much to do. Yeah, I think a little bit of highlight on the sweater. On the shoulders, blush, earring, shading, darkening this up a little bit, and around the eyes. So, really coming up on the last of it. Still gonna be... We still have quite a bit left to go, but in terms of everything, most of the shading's done. We're basically almost done. Okay. Yeah. And then okay, okay. The difference is really good. I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that. I'm gonna, um, I will finish the shading in a little bit. Um, I will be taking a break for like 2 minutes to get myself to actually be able, uh, to finish this. So, I will be right back. Okay, okay. Apparently, um, apparently my phone fell off the stand when I was in the bathroom. But that is okay, okay. I am back. Um, okay, everything's good. Everything's working. Okay, okay, okay. Um, I would not have the energy to finish streaming if I did not. So, forgive me for the quick break. I just went to the bathroom and I shoved a couple handfuls of Cheerios in my mouth. Sometimes it's like, oh god, I need to eat something like right fucking now. I could feel like my energy, my mood drop, and I was like, oh shit, oh fuck. But we're back. That is okay. That is okay. So back to the shading. All right. On the eyes, I have the eyes, which should be a lot more delicate here than. Oh wait, that's not. This brush is too big. Okay. I have a little bit to go on the eyes here. I knew I needed to do it the whole time. It was just really, really, like, bugging me. But, like, oh, it's not that much of a difference. There's so much to do, so much that you can forget that you were supposed to ever do. Thank you, thank you. I will check that in just a moment. I actually have my browser open right now. Let me see your progress. Let me see your progress. Oh fuck yeah. Oh, those are pants. I'm so sorry for calling them shorts. I just that looks really good. Oh my god. It's like armor. I love that. You said this is for D&D, right? Do you happen to play a bard by any chance? Also, it was only colored to the knee, so I'm like, oh yeah, hell yeah, belt shorts. You never see shit like that. I didn't realize. I feel so bad. Do you happen to play a bard? Because, really good though. Thank you so much for showing me. I guess we're both getting lots of progress. Sorcerer, okay, okay, okay. Honestly, I'm glad I was close, at least. I am always so happy to see your progress. Okay, okay, that looks better. Eye shading. What other shading did I say I was supposed to do before I went to piss? Right, the heart. I'm thinking a little bit at of course, where the hands are. Is that too dark? I'm worried. Hopefully not. Hopefully we're all good. Okay, that looks fine. That looks fine. That's fine. So the hands, and not just where the hands are, but also at the bottom along the sort of edges. With that logic, I should probably make the top sort of like highlights, sort of, so it works out. I'm thinking about like, oh god, how am I gonna highlight the sweater? I have a little bit to think about it, a little bit. I probably mean like 10 minutes maximum. My time is running out, and I have no idea how I'm gonna add highlights, but that's okay. That's okay. If I don't know how to highlight something, we can just figure it out. We can just figure it out. Okay, so at the bottom, I kind of want it to have dark. Okay. Okay, it's coming along. It's coming along. Yeah, oh my god, that looks better already. A lot better than I expected it to look. I love how I made another layer to separate the hair and skin shading, and then I just put everything on the skin shading. That's so like me. It's so like me. But also, I feel a little bad. I feel a little bad. But that is okay. Let me just up here, and we'll see how that looks. Um, yeah. Yeah, that's a little better. Um, okay. I'm just figuring this out as I go along. Um, because I am not that experienced in shading things. I feel like a baby bird that's yet to take off. We'll go with that. That's how my art is. Just a little like, I don't know. If I was a bird, what kind of bird would I be? I would hate to say Blue Jay because the Toronto Blue Jay is like the sports team. I feel a little like I'm doing it for that, but at the same time, I am blue. So if I was a bird, I think I would be a Blue Jay. I I don't know anything about bird temperaments. Um Oh my god, I actually have this is so off topic, but if we're on about bird, you have a bird sona? I've never heard of anyone having that. What inspired you to make a bird sona? That's actually cool. I've just never heard of anyone having a bird sona. I'm a little surprised. I already have a fursona. That's like a cat because I made a fursona for con tickets. Because like you don't have to have a fursona to go to a furry convention. You can just go if you're interested. But if you're not paying for your tickets, then if you're told, oh yeah, like I need you to make a fursona, by the way, then you make a fursona. But I feel like a bird sona would be fun. I can make a blue jay. I don't know how to draw birds, but I could figure it out. I could figure it out. I'm very confident that I could figure it out. Started naming myself Kestrel in online games because it sounds like Astral, and then I went, Kestrels are cool, and now I plan to draw myself as one eventually. That's a good reason. That's a good reason. With the Blue Jays, I just want... Oh, they're blue. That's a bird that's blue, and there's probably other birds that are blue. So, I like how much thought you put into it. I have no idea what the fuck a Kestrel... Actually, chat, you want to see what a Kestrel looks like? Can I add this? Oh my god, they're... Whoa. Whoa, they're cool. They're really cool. Can I, like, add this? No? Yeah, no. I cannot figure it out. I could, but it would be... a lot. They do look really cool. They do look really cool, though. Okay, oh god, I lost my train of thought. Right, I was shading that. I forgot I have to shade the shirt. I'm always forgetting things. But, god, I have too much art that it's like, I wanna do this specifically because it's really fun. And then, I don't even have, like, I don't even end up finishing the art I'm, like, trying to do for actual reasons. But I'm gonna add that on the list of many, many pieces of art I should do, because making a bird sona sounds fun as fuck. I also intend to make a sona for myself that is a moon jellyfish. Oh my god. That's a new one. I love that. Jellyfish are so pretty. Oh my god. They're so pretty. They're so pretty. I really want to see that when you do. Especially when they're like illuminated by light. It's so good. It's so good. What was I gonna say? Oh my god, I just made the size 1,000 pixels. That's not good. It's not good. In Stardew Valley, they have this event, I think at the end of every summer, that's like, Dance of the Moonlight Jellyfish. And, despite the game being all pixels, like, what they do with it is really, really good. They're absolutely so, so, so beautiful. It's amazing what he did with all that. I do design things for them in my grimoire a while back, sort of a jellyfish water elemental witch with a glowing core that acts as their eye. Hold on, back up, your grimoire? You have a grimoire? Does it look like a grimoire, or is this just a random sketchbook that you've deemed as the grimoire? I love that! Your grimoire! Oh my god. Okay, oh my god, wait, wait, I need to see the grimoire. This is so exciting. Okay, I have, like, no idea how the highlights here even work. Okay. I'm gonna lower the opacity even further. When I think of, like, face highlights, I think of, like, how do people do their makeup? Not specifically how do I do my makeup, because I don't do very much highlight and contour, unfortunately, but how do other people do their makeup is always what I try to think of. And it's been working pretty well in terms of, like, where are the shine spots on the face. So I think it's a pretty good strategy. And it's been working so far, and if it works for you, that's what you should keep doing. Oh, that is a link. Hold on, let me see the grimoire. Okay, and oh my god, wait, from Fire Emblem. That makes so much more sense. I was thinking, like, Witchy, but Garima from Fire Emblem makes a lot of sense. I love that. Oh my god. That's so cool. Yeah, that explains why it's the grimoire. I was thinking, like, is this like just a random notebook that's like, fuck it, it's my grimoire? Is it like actually themed? What's going on here? What's going on here? Okay. Highlights on the face are, yeah, that's the highlights are highlighting. And I think on, yeah, wow, that's so much more three-dimensional. Highlights really do work. My god. Whoa. That's really working. Okay. Okay. On the ears as well, I like having this spot a little lighter as well. You can't really see it much, but it matters to me. It matters to me, and that's at the end of the day, that's what's important. Yeah! Shading is really like, will anyone notice? I don't know, but it makes it look minusculely better, so I will continue to do it. And then you zoom out and it's like, oh yeah, that made a difference, hell yeah. Supposed to on the shoulders. Laying that up a little bit. Okay. And then you zoom out and everything is so much more, like, 3D than you expected it to be. Normally I would at least attempt to draw a hand, which is the hardest part. Normally I would attempt to draw a hand, but if it's an emote, well, it's chibi, it's an emote. This is fine for the purpose, and, like, it's kind of like, thank god, I don't know how to draw hands. I have been slowly trying to learn how to draw hands, but today is not my day. I did say I would try to add highlights to the sweater somehow. Elbows is what we're going with. Then I, sort of keep checking the screen to make sure, like, what is it even showing? I hope that the view has been alright. Actually, hold on. I'm a little concerned. I'm just gonna adjust this real quick so that you can see more of it. My apologies if there's been any issues with what's been shown so far, but here's the entire screen. I'm hoping that wasn't an issue. If there's ever an issue, please let me know so I can fix it, but hopefully that fixes things. I mean, it will, because now you can see almost exactly what I'm seeing, aside from, like, the toolbar on the side. Yeah, that should work out. Okay. Right, I was supposed to highlight one elbow. Let's highlight the other elbow, because I was looking at the screen and I'm like, wait a minute, that's not seeing what I'm seeing. So, my apologies if that was an issue. Okay, and then we kind of just, the opacity is too low. Here we go. Highlight opacity is such a bitch. There we go. And then I just kind of fix that up here as well. Okay. That is my sweater highlight. Else am I to add? The ear. Okay. Wow, we are almost done. Let me add the finishing touches. Just over here. I am not proficient in drawing gems, but everything is like a learning experience. Okay, and a little bit lighter. There we go. Just kind of go over with the darker color. Is this how you do it? God, fuck if I know, but looks cool. And then I make this really small. I increase the opacity by a ton, and I just kind of square, add, highlight the square, and, oh god, that's, opacity lower, sure, that's, yeah, sure, that's a gem, that's what we're going with. And for the final touches on here, I'm gonna actually do this on a new layer. Here we go. Just kind of adding some white. Yeah. Okay. On the little eyelashes, make them pretty. I need to make them pretty. Okay. That is too bright, but I will fix it in a moment. Do I know how eyelash shading works? As we figured out, no. But that's okay. Everything is a learning experience. Everything is to be improved. Okay, that's fairly serviceable. Yeah. Okay. For this, oh right, fuck. One last feature I will be adding. Gonna copy that over and blush. Let's see what works. Really light wash of blush on the cheeks. Gotta make it cute. Gotta make it cute. I need to be cute. It's so important to me. Okay. That's not even. A little bit more. More blush. More blush. And on the nose. Blush on the ears. Blush. Ear 2. Blush on the shoulders. Gotta make the skin nice and rosy. Cause I am white as fuck. My skin actually does get red out of nowhere for no reason all the time. Really gotta reflect that. Okay. Oh, there we go. There we go. The progress from before was, it was like this when we started. And now, it's like this. Really good. Yay! Yay! Pale Bitches Club. Yeah! Welcome to the Pale Bitches Club. I'm so happy. Yay! I have an emote all done. Yay! This is what we did. I'm gonna hydrate real quick. Please, please join me in hydrating. It's really important. Finished my tea. My tea is cold as fuck. That was like iced tea. Okay. How am I feeling? I think you know what time it is. Now that I've finished the emote of the day, what I've really wanted to do, it's now time to do what I have been requested to do. I think at the very least, even if I don't complete it, I think it's time to finally sketch the kettle emote. It's time. This is all... Yeah, let me save that. Okay, it's saved. It's time for kettle. Let me get opacity 200. Size. We're just sketching, so I don't know, like 17 of the size. Sketch layer. Kettle hours. Real kettle hours. You asked and I deliver. Let me fix this real quick. Hold on. I'm gonna change the stream name really quick. If I can type, oh my god. Yay! Oh my god, we both finished. Let's go, let's go. Okay, I have adjusted the stream title to fit what we are doing. Y'all asked and I delivered. Have I ever drawn a kettle? No. I forgot that on the stove kettles exist until literally now. I'm not doing that. I'm doing electric. Because, you know what we need? More than anything. An electric kettle that will go off on you when you're trying to make... when you're trying to exist and you accidentally left it on because you need to contact the warranty. This is not how a kettle is shaped, I don't think. But, I'll figure it out. Does the lid work this way? No, not in the slightest. Okay. You know what? I think I've got the basic form. Its ass is 2 round, so I'll need to fix that. when you're a person, your ass can never be too round, but when you're a kettle, it's not really good for your stability, is it? Okay. Yeah, that's probably better. Add a little... What is this? No, this doesn't look good. Hi, welcome to the stream. I've been asked to draw a kettle emote, so that's what I'm doing. I have no idea how to draw kettle. Because last stream, my kettle went off in the middle of the stream. Because it's kind of fucked. So that's what we're doing. Welcome in, welcome in. Okay. Oh. Oh, there we go. It wants me to save it. There we go. Now I can save it. The spout. How do you connect the spout to, the lid? I should look at a reference image. That would be a really good idea. But am I gonna do that? No. If I need to, I can just grab the... Actually, fuck it. Hold on, I'm gonna grab the kettle. Hold on, hold on, hold on. I have my kettle. Here, there's still water in it. It's just a kettle from Walmart. It's like the cheapest kettle they have. I have a kettle right beside me, so now I can see how everything works. And not this. I got it very wrong. This looks like a lemonade pitcher. If you see me, look to the left. I'm looking at chat. If you see me, look to the right. I'm looking at the kettle. Because it's a little electric kettle. I can just do that. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's looking better already for reference. This is why, using references is a good thing. Unless you've drawn it enough and you can figure it out. But if you never drawn it, use a reference! I'm pondering my ket orb! I gotta do some crazy highlights on this to really make it, like, Wizard's Orb. So I can be out here pondering my ket orb. Is there, like, what's on the lid? Okay, there is a circle on the lid. I got that right. It's kind of like that, but that looks weird in art. So what if I just did it the other way around? That's not great. Okay, it works. And then we have the water lines, which is the most identifiable part of a kettle. Yeah, the sketch is gonna be messy, the rest of it is gonna be fine. I really gotta flatten out this ass. Okay. That's how a kettle looks. Here we go. Okay, that's... Yeah. Yeah, okay. I'm pondering it, and this is a pretty accurate sketch. I need the button on the top. Okay, my button. And I need the on-off switch. If I can get the thickness right. Oh, okay, okay, okay. I'm... technically this is like, I don't know, like the tail of the kettle? Yeah, I push it down and it's like down position. I think the kettle needs to be on because of the Yeah, that's the tail of the kettle. And then, yeah, that's what our kettle's gonna look like. You forgot if your bard could play an instrument? What it what is your character doing? They can't? What are they doing? How are you playing the game? That's the entire point of a bard. Okay. Sketch. That's definitely a kettle. In case anyone's confused, I'm just gonna write it. There we go. And then for the liner, I'm just gonna do it quick and messy, and the rest of it I'm gonna touch up after the stream because I am slow as fuck on liner and we want to get to the parts that matter. We want to get to the fun parts like the coloring, the shading, all of that. Despite being so bard coded, they are still a sorcerer. Okay, yeah, that I may have forgotten. I may have forgotten. That makes a lot more sense. You know, when I played a bard, I don't think I played an instrument much. I chose the lyre because, you know, string instrument, very fun. And then I didn't... Most of my gameplay was, in fact, not doing that. It was casting magic or trying to have sex with anything that moves because I was 14 playing a bard in D&D. And when you're 14 in a room of a bunch of other young teenagers playing D&D, that's how your games are gonna go. I was the worst of it, though. I was the worst of it. Absolute menace. I can be trusted to play D&D now, but if I had to go back in time, I would not want to play D&D with my 14-year-old self. I think he sucked at it. They say, let's go gambling, and then cast twin spell Chaos Bolts to try to do infinite damage. That's cool. That's actually... It's actually really good with the, dice mechanic, actually. Is there any... Okay, I'm like pondering my kettle, trying to see, is there any imprints? There's like machinery inside, but that is the lights. That's for coloring. Okay. The handle is, I mean, like, there's a grip on the handle, but this isn't a very safe, kettle, is it? We're not here to, make a safe kettle that, safety regulations would like. We're here to draw a dangerous kettle that will light your house on fire. So, no grip. If you drop it, you drop it. If you spill boiling water on yourself, well, legally, I don't actually make kettles. So, what are you gonna do about it? You can't buy this kettle in your house. What are you gonna do about it? Hold me responsible? Nah, for my fictional kettle. But I am gonna not do certain safety regulatory things on this kettle that they probably had to make it easier, more ergonomic, because I think that's more fun. Yeah, okay. Liner is better than the sketch, so that's what matters. And then, the spout, where all your water comes out of. Fun fact, if your kettle is ever, like, really, really gross, just boil straight up white vinegar in it. It works. I think they call it, descaling your kettle, but it works. If your kettle has gone off randomly and it's kind of, like, rusty, just put vinegar in it. It'll be fine. It'll work. It legitimately helps. Okay. Kettle, spout, yes. Lid. This decal looks kinda ass from how I'm doing it, but that's okay. That's okay. Any ideas for what color the kettle should be? This kettle is just black, but I think that's boring. Played them right before Wizards of the Coast. Errated, that twin spell doesn't work on Chaos Bolts. Icicle Knife or Scratching Ray. Literally their entire build ruined. Ah, well, the good news is you don't have to listen to them. Half the people who play 5e, I've heard, literally go like, fuck it, this rule does not matter to me, you know? As long as the rest of your party agrees with it. Wizards of the Coast be damned. Play how you want. Like, run it through your GM and be like, hey, can we, like, retcon this real quick? And it'll be cool. It'll be cool. Your GM will probably say yeah, if they're nice about it. I don't know. Purple's kind of mystical. Purple's a mystical color, but, like, when have you ever seen a kettle that's purple? Especially electrical kettle. It's my thoughts, my ideas. If we're thinking standard kettle colors, I think they come in like white, black, red, but none of those colors are really speaking to me for the kettle. I'm thinking like a color they don't sell. Like blue is very, very, thematic. Purple is mythical. You've seen blue kettles, okay. Well, not in Canadian Walmart. I wish they came in blue. I would have picked the blue one if I had a blue, if they had an option. I would have picked the blue one. It might have been in a different brand that they had red, because I'm looking at it, I'm like, why the fuck did I go with black? They might have had red, or they might have been, I think they were out of stock when I went to buy the kettle, and they had like white and black, and why would I go for white appliance? What if I splash food on it? And then, like, my friend's coming over and I don't have time to clean it. Well, now my kettle's gonna look dirty. Versus a black kettle, where you can wait a little bit if you really need. Like, you still have to clean it, but, like, you have more leeway. You have more leeway. Black hides stains and the like. Does blue look mythical and dangerous enough for the kettle, though? I mean, I guess the mythical part can be in the highlights and the shading. Hopefully. Okay, we are almost done. The liner, if this is messy, well, I can fix it later. I don't have to fix it right now. Blue is rare, not mythical. Oh yeah, it works that way in, does it work that way in most games, or just Fortnite? I've never actually played Fortnite before, but I have two brothers that play Fortnite, one of which is, he's always been an FPS game junkie, and he loves Fortnite because of that. The other one just kind of does it because, like, they keep adding, like, Miku and stuff like that, and it's funny. So he plays Fortnite, like, for the bit, as, like, a joke. But I do know that blue is rare in Fortnite. I don't know, I don't play any other shooters except, I played Splatoon as a kid. You know, back when you could actually play online of Splatoon 1 on the Wii U. They shut down the online service, so it's kind of... And, like, I don't like single-player Splatoon. My brother loves that shit, but I don't like single-player Splatoon, so it's kind of, like, useless to me, and then I could borrow their Switch, but then you have to pay for online. And it's like, God, that's a lot for one game. And I've played TF2, I play Medic, but I shoot people in Medic, and they don't like that. No one on my team fucking likes me. They're like, dude, stop playing a fucking battle Medic. But, like, I love Medic. And also, sometimes you gotta shoot the opponent. So I will not stop my ways. I've never played a Fortnite. My blue is rare comes from Diablo and Yu-Gi-Oh! Yeah, that makes... Blue is rare. Yeah, yeah. I ever seen a blue Yu-Gi-Oh card in real life? I don't think so. I've seen like purple and white, but I don't think I've ever seen a blue Yu-Gi-Oh card. I also haven't played in like years. I used to play on the not with real cards, not with real cards. I have a bunch of Pokemon cards, because that was my thing. But in terms of physical trading cards, it was just Pokemon. But I played on the Xbox 360. If that says anything about the last time I played. And I have played a PSP Yu-Gi-Oh, which is same era, pretty sure. But on my Vita, because I can just pop whatever PSP game I want on my Vita and it works. I never actually owned a PSP, never... I've never held a PSP that worked. I've held a couple broken PSPs, but I've never held one that worked. Okay, yeah, that's, let's fix that a little bit. And then we will have a working kettle that I still have no idea what fucking color to color this. Play my Yu-Gi-Oh! Online through free site called Dueling Book. I refuse to give them money. Honestly, that's fair. That's fair. You gotta do what you gotta do. In my defense, I never said I never said I paid for the Yu-Gi-Oh games. Okay, there we go. It's a kettle. A little bit messy, but that's okay, that's okay. It's a kettle and that's what matters, that's what matters. Color. Okay, blue or purple for the kettle. You decide, are we gonna have a blue kettle or are we gonna have a purple kettle? Please, please let me know. Please, I'm so bad at deciding, I need you. Actually, I can... I am. Well, while I offload my, decisions, I'm gonna start coloring. Blue, okay. We will have a blue kettle. Very thematic, very, mythical. Does not follow fire safety regulations. Whoa! Applauding, emoji. I know it's obnoxious, but I started getting in the habit of, like, instead of just, like sending the emoji, when you're saying it out loud, you can just say, like, handshake emoji. You can just say that in real life. What are they gonna do, stop you? Blue Ket Orb for summoning Kyogre. That's what we're doing now, yeah. Yeah, that works. Kettle is on. I'm gonna add a little bit there, so it's like the internals, kinda. Okay, there we go. Yeah, that works, that works. Oh, it instantly does not work when I can fix that later. I should make it like the same blue, or let me test out my options. I have very basic, but gives rare vibes. I have like comically, no, that's not gonna be the color. That looks too corporate. This is kind of more green than blue. Or I could do... One is more mythical, but one fits me more. And if this is gonna be an emote, I think I'm gonna go for it. It's my color, it's my color. I'm just gonna like go in there, just color everything. And then go back and color the rest. Gonna go back in and fix up all the little details, all the details that I have. I guess technically I do have a kettle right beside me that I can reference for how it's actually supposed to look. But for now, you know, just go ham. Just big brush, color that in. We just need solid color blue. Everything else can be fixed in post. Doesn't need to look good right now, it just needs to be done. I am in emote slot purgatory. Anyway, I actually can't use emotes yet. But, you know, if you have all your emotes done before you reach affiliate, then by the time you reach affiliate, it's like, oh my god, I have all my emotes done. I'm so prepared. So, hopefully I have enough emotes done by that time that I can just be prepped and I can be ready. Yeah, you should eat. Honestly, as soon as I finish stream, I'll be making and eating dinner. When will that be? I don't know. I'm pretty good with the handful of Cheerios I ate. The 2 handfuls, technically. Pretty good for at least a little bit. But definitely, it's, oh my god, it is 8. I think we're in the same time zone. Yeah, definitely. I hope your dinner is yummy. Feel no pressure to stay if you need to go make food. If you're heading out, I hope you enjoyed the stream. I will be posting, this when I'm done, on my socials anyway. So, stay tuned if this is you heading out for the day. But for now, I just need to finish the color. I should do a bigger brush. Okay. Bigger brush. Yes. Just to finish this, the, like, labeling is kind of gray on my kettle. So, like the little, on-off switch, I will be going with that as well. You know, get it all good and working. There we go. Okay. That is, yay, kettle. Just solid color, so that works now. Okay. A color, fix it up on the corners. There we go. Then I can just do that. I turn the brush down a little bit. This is a kind of shitty kettle, but I'm vibing with it. I hope you're vibing with it. It may not be the best kettle in the world, but you know what? It's my kettle. And that's what matters. It's my shitty fire hazard kettle. Okay. This definitely needs to be kind of transparent, but that can be added in a little bit. I think the transparency will be done in the, I mean, I guess, how many colors do you realistically need for a kettle, right? I guess the shading time is now. So, progress update on the kettle. It's a kettle. It is a kettle, and now we make it look like a better kettle through the use of shading and highlights, and hopefully it will look mythical. It might not, that's okay. That's okay. We just gotta do our best to make it such. This, I think, is a little bit darker. Little indent. There we go. button is going to be darker plus make that smaller. Some shading. Okay, there we go. See, it's looking so much better already. There we go. There we go. There we go. And then on here, is it? Nah, that's kind of like outwards. Okay. And here is where the shading is on the kettle beside me. And then we separate the lid from the rest of it. Okay. It's really, really looking up. I usually use my kettle for tea. I did not mean to control Z. Okay. I drink a lot of tea. I drink so much tea. But fortunately on stream, I banished myself to just drinking herbal tea or tea that does not have milk for my voice. And it kind of sucks. I want a milk tea so bad. I don't even have milk right now. I need to go to the store to buy milk. But, I want milk tea so fucking bad. Otherwise, I also don't have miso paste, but when I do, this is not on the right layer. Okay, alright. Having a time here. Sometimes I make instant noodles with the kettle, and not like the cup noodles. Like, I will do the cup noodle shit with, just like regular, like packet noodles, because it's cheaper and you get more. It's kind of gross though. But like, if you're desperate, you really can use your kettle for like anything. The only thing is you cannot use your kettle to boil an egg. I've tried. I probably shouldn't be trying, but you know, you try to cook the instant noodle ingredients, it doesn't work. You might think like, oh yeah, I can totally cook my eggs with my noodles. No, you can't. No, you can't. No, you can't. It does not work. It does not work in the slightest. It makes me kind of feel like a little bit of a dumbass for trying. But you know. Okay. Alright. What do the lines look like on my kettle? Half a liter, 75. Maximum, 1 liter. I don't want to write all those words if this is going to be an emote, but I will put the little lines here. What's the size? 12. Okay. Then I put the little lines on the kettle. This is the minimum, and this is the maximum. Then we, not erase. There we go. Okay. It's really coming along, I think. Oh, wait, what's it look like when it has water? Okay, it's just darker. Let's add some water to the kettle. And then I'll add the color from the... Actually, I mean, it's transparent on both sides. Yay, sandwich! May it be tasty and delicious. May it serve you well. I hope it's filling. I have a kettle. I'm putting... Oh, this is not on the right layer. Like, half of this shit has not been done on the right layer. That's okay. I put the water in my kettle. Technically, you can kind of fill up your emote slots, and then like if you need more emote room, you can just like replace it. So like if I do not have the maximum amount of emote slots for other things, I can just keep the kettle indefinitely. Oh yeah, that has water in it. Hell yeah. Okay. Um, and then... Okay, I'm not good with highlights. Where's like the light shining on this kettle right now? It's actually so nice to have a little reference. Let me flip it the other way. See where the light shines. Okay. Light shines right here. This is like practice, value practice. Recently set one of my emotes to purgatory to make room for better emotes. No, emote purgatory. I actually, one thing that I intend to do just sometime and when I have like extra fun time, I want to slowly make a NeoCities page and like, if I ever have an emote that it's like, ah, I have better emotes, I have no more use for you, I can just post it on NeoCities for like everyone forever. Okay. I'm very glad that I can actually see from the kettle what the values are. Oh, this is like studying. This is like art study. But like the light is very biased because the art is on my face. So it's, you know. Okay, where else does the kettle? Right here. But if anything, that's like a non standard light source. So okay. And then there's a lot let me lower the opacity even further. Increase the brush size. It's a lot. Oh. Okay. Since it's a big chunk, yeah, sure. Low opacity. And then sort of, can I build that? Yeah, let's build some color. Because it's like plastic, so the light source is kind of shining it all right here. Hopefully it looks a little more 3D. Now that I have some light, by purgatory I mean bits and emotes, because nobody used bits emotes. Well, I mean, at least there's a place in your page that you still have emotes. That's what matters. They're not in purgatory forever. It's kind of like, if you think about it, it's like temporary purgatory. So that's good, at least. Okay. Yeah, sure. That's... Oh, yeah, that makes a difference. Oh, wow. Wow. And then add some more. Let's lower this. Kinda... make that look more natural. I can make some sharp highlights later on. Okay. That is really where the light is hitting. Also here is where the light is hitting. Opacity higher. Actually, there we go. Light is also hitting right here on the kettle. Okay. That's good. That's good. I would also like to add some right here, just so it's not so empty. Here we go. Okay. And now, shading. Let me try to look at where all the shading is coming from. I am actually, I swear to God, I am actually looking at a real kettle. This is not a bit. I have an electric kettle beside me that I am referencing. I don't know why you would think that I don't have a real kettle, but in case, I'm not lying. Okay. And then, if the light's coming from this way... Actually, wait, I could put branding on the kettle. That would be so fun. That would be so fun. I could put custom branding on my, kettle that will probably trip the fuse or something. Okay, okay. And then darker on the top. Okay. I am really happy with how this is coming out. Wow. Let's go. Okay. That's shaded. Is it shaded enough? Just take a look. Oh, wow. I love shading. It looks so much more 3D. Does the water look any... No, the water's just kind of in there. It's not really affected by light and value, but I will make it special. I will actually, add some, value to the water. Value, like, the art term. Not that the water is intrinsically useless. Okay. Yeah, that looks good. I am so excited to hit affiliate, oh my god. When I hit affiliate, I want y'all to be spamming kettle emote. You gotta confuse the fuck out of everyone. I'm saying it right now. We gotta confuse the fuck out of everyone. We gotta spam kettle, and they gotta be like, "Oh my god, why do you have a kettle emote?" Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. You don't even have to tell them the story about my kettle that goes off randomly. Let them be confused. Okay. Opacity 100. This logo is worn off, but it is white. Why did I say white like that? It's white. So, that is my goal. White logo. Should the brand be? This is Sultan. That's too thick. That's not what she said at all. Okay. Let's see. Lower it down a little bit. Okay. Okay, that is... Let me actually make this a new layer, so I can, like, move it around. And now I can take that layer. I can, transform tool. Where is this on the kettle? It's right down here. Okay, and then how is it affected by the lights? Because it is a sort of like shiny material, kinda. So, oh, there we go. So we gotta reflect that, on the letters itself. Here we go. Here you go. Yeah, okay, so, we have a kettle that is on. Does it look good when I remove the background? Yeah, that's pretty. Alright, that's pretty fine. Alright. I will be adjusting the, line art later. And by later, I mean it will not happen on the stream. So, for posterity's sake... The fuck? Posterity's sake, here is the kettle. Finally, your kettle emote. It is blue and rare, like you just got a really good gun in Fortnite. And or Yu-Gi-Oh! Not like they have Yu-Gi-Oh! Guns, but... And here is the emote that I was here to make. Very cute, very adorable. I'm very, very happy. I think I've improved a lot with my shading for like people. So I'm ecstatic. I'm so ecstatic about this. Thank you so much for coming. I will have the VOD posted on Victor Moonlit VODs on YouTube. I will probably have it like a speed paint or whatever. I have clips from last time as well on my main channel, Victor Moonlit. Thank you so much for coming. I will go to the ending screen and I will find someone to raid. This has been my longest stream yet, which is saying a lot, but this is my it's like my 6th stream now. So working up in the world, working up in the world. Thank you so much for coming. And I hope to see you again next time. Please come back. Please come back. I have I will be drawing little doodles on Thursday at 6 p.m. Eastern on Your AI Slot Bores Me website, where I get given prompts and I have to respond to them, sort of like pretend to be the AI, but I get to make silly little doodles. I will bring my drawing tablet. It'll be a blast. I'll be streaming Our Life on Tuesday at 2 p.m. Eastern. And that's it. See ya. See ya. Goodbye. 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 We'll see who we're rating. Bye. Great time. Goodbye. Goodbye.